Hi, and welcome to a new video with Athena Quant. Today, we're going to break down one of the market's most powerful signals. It's a way to follow the footprints of these giant institutions, the smart money, and see how they build up these massive positions, often just before a stock makes a really big move.
So just imagine for a second. What if you had an early warning system, a signal that lets you peek behind the curtain and see what the biggest players in the market are doing, giving you a serious hint about what might be coming next? That's the kind of power we're going to dive into today.
And here's the kicker. This is why this signal is so incredibly compelling. When it shows up, there is over a 75% probability that the stock is going to make a major move within the next 5 trading days. Just think about that for a second. That is a staggering success rate.
So what is this signal? Well, it's called confluence, and at its core, it's when two completely independent market signals point in the exact same direction at the exact same time. We're talking about massive, hidden stock trades lining up perfectly with aggressive, really unusual bets in the options market.
Okay, Section 1, the strongest market signal. Let's really break down why this specific combination is just so powerful.
You see, the power here is really all about a simple concept in statistics. Think of it like this: a single witness in a trial. They could be mistaken, right? But what happens when two totally independent witnesses, who haven't even talked to each other, tell the exact same story? Well, the probability that they're right goes up dramatically. It's the exact same principle in the markets.
And what this gives you is a critical timing edge. See, this isn't some lagging indicator that just tells you what already happened. It's predictive. The confluence signal usually shows up 1 to 5 days before a stock makes its move, which basically makes it a powerful early alert system.
So let's move on. Section 2, decoding institutional footprints. To really understand confluence, we have to decode these footprints, which are, really just two halves of the same puzzle.
All right, so the first half of our puzzle is found in a place called dark pools. Now, in a public exchange like the New York Stock Exchange, if a hedge fund tried to buy 1 million shares of a stock, everybody would see that order, and the price would just shoot up before they could even finish buying. So to get around this, they use dark pools. These are private, hidden exchanges where they can trade enormous blocks of stock without tipping their hand to the rest of the market.
And don't think this is some small niche corner of the market. The scale here is absolutely massive. Around 40% of all U.S. stock trading volume actually happens in these dark pools. It's like a huge, hidden river of institutional money, flowing completely out of public view.
Now for the second half of the puzzle, options flow. And listen, we're not talking about small, everyday trades here. We're tracking the big money, the unusually large and aggressive bets. For instance, when millions of dollars suddenly pour into short-term call options, which are basically just bets that a stock will go up, it's a huge sign that an institution is feeling highly confident about a move that's coming soon.
Okay, Section 3, putting the clues together. So we have our two pieces, those hidden stock trades and the aggressive options bets. Now let's see how they combine to paint a really clear bullish or bearish picture.
Okay, here's the recipe for a bullish signal. First, we spot these huge block purchases happening in the dark pools. And what's really crucial is that these buys are often above the VWAP, or the volume-weighted average price. Just think of VWAP as the true average price for the day. So buying above it means they're willing to pay a premium to get those shares and get them aggressively. Then you combine that with a flood of call buying in the options market and boom, you have a signal of maximum bullish conviction.
And the bearish recipe? Well, it's the exact mirror image. You'll see large blocks of stock being sold in dark pools, often below that average price, which suggests they're really eager to get out. At the very same time, you spot aggressive buying of put options, which are bets that the stock price is going to fall. The result is a really powerful warning sign that institutions aren't just selling, they're also buying insurance for a potential drop.
All right, Section 4, trading with confluence. Understanding the signal is one thing, but how can you actually apply it? Let's walk through a framework for moving from just seeing the signal to taking action.
So here's a pretty simple 4-step framework. First, you'd scan the data each day to build a watch list of stocks that are showing this confluence. Second, and this is key, you don't just blindly buy. The signal tells you what to watch, but you'd still use your own analysis to decide when to get in. Third, the strength of the signal can help you with your position sizing. A really strong signal might mean you feel more conviction. And finally, it works as a great exit warning. If you're holding a stock and suddenly a bearish confluence signal pops up, that's a powerful early warning to maybe protect your profits.
And that brings us to our next section, common mistakes to avoid. Because, like any powerful tool, this signal can be misused. So let's cover the key mistakes that can turn a great signal into a really bad trade.
The biggest mistake, hands down, is seeing a huge dark pool print and acting on it alone. Now, why is that a mistake? Because that huge buy could just be a hedge or part of some complex pairs trade we can't see. It's the options flow that confirms the directional conviction. You always need both sides of the story.
And here's another subtle but absolutely vital mistake, ignoring the relationship to VWAP. See, not all large trades are created equal. When an institution pays above the average price, it signals real urgency, right? Aggressive accumulation. But when they sell below the average price, it signals they're desperate to get out. That context is absolutely everything.
So we'll end with this thought. The Confluence signal is really a lesson in perspective. It encourages all of us to ask, are we acting on a single data point, a single clue, or are we waiting for the full picture to emerge, where all these independent pieces of evidence point to the very same conclusion? Seeing the whole picture? Well, that's what separates the noise from the real signal.